To veggie pizzas and even pickle pizzas, Pizza King has the pie to match your taste. Pizza King's, 1046 Morrell Avenue in Connellsville. Call 724-626-8343 or visit pizzakingswithaz.com.
Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to Discover Fayette. My name is Rick Fike, and boy, we are we're ready to rock and roll this morning. And I have a special guest with me today, Miss Cinda from Big Brothers Big Sisters. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. She's got a radio voice, TJ. You hear that?
She does.
She does. Be careful. They might scoop you up here, Cinda.
Hey, little side business.
That's right. That's right. As always, TJ's back at the controls. Thank you so much, TJ. Appreciate you. And hey, we are here live on 590 AM, WMBS 101.1 FM, and here to just talk about the good that's happening in Fayette County. Our goal with Discover Fayette, the radio show, is to identify and share the good in Fayette County. And we are interested in you, the listener, your stories, your triumphs, and we would love to partner with you and tell your stories through many of our channels that get out there. We have our Facebook page at Discover Fayette PA. That's the best way to get a hold of us. If you do have something remarkable happening or a story happening, please let us know. We'd be happy to chat with you about it and see if it's something that we might focus on, whether it be a video piece, which is where I primarily focus, or a written press piece. We'd love to talk to you and hear your stories. Cinda, Fayette County, there's always stuff happening, and our goal here in this show, I don't know if you've heard the show before, but our goal is always to focus on the positive. So that's why we have you here today, and we're going to get into your organization, Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Laurel Region, here shortly. Before we do that, we always have a little bit of housekeeping stuff to chat about. Like I said, there's always stuff happening in Fayette County, and this happens to be a pretty busy beginning of a very busy 10 days in Fayette County. The Fayette County Fair starts this Thursday. So you live in Westmoreland County.
I do.
So, but you have experienced the Fayette County Fair, correct?
I have.
Yeah, and your thoughts?
It's actually one of my favorite fairs in the area. I will say that.
It's a great fair. It really is. It's a lot of fun. It's special. Those of us that have lived here their entire lives, I've lived in Fayette County my entire life. And, you just do, that's what you do. You go to the fair in the summer. I can remember my parents taking me many times, going with friends as I grew up. And then as an adult, now my work translates into 10 days at the fair. So my work specifically with the County of Fayette is Fayette County Television. And we have quite a schedule for Fayette County TV that we're going to be covering a lot of events at the fair. Some events I will fill you in on. Others I won't, because I want people to come out and experience the fair in person. There's nothing like experiencing the fair in person. I just saw Josh Kryzak walk by, and that shirt, man, I mean, let me tell you about that shirt that Josh had on. Did you see that?
I saw that.
I was like, man, he needs to wear that to the fair when you guys are there for WMBS Day, TJ. So just saying. Anyhow, we love Josh. Josh was our guest last week, and he always jumps in, and great. He's the mayor of everything. Yes. So anyways, back to Fayette TV at the Fayette County Fair. So Thursday is opening day, and Fayette County TV will be covering the annual Fair Queen competition. So this is something that I personally have been involved in for, this will be my 10th Fair Queen, I want to say that I've covered between here and my previous work life at Armstrong. We always covered and live streamed and live broadcasted the Fair Queen competition. So, and it's a huge thing. It really is. We get a lot of viewers and a lot of engagement in that. And so that will be live this Thursday, starting at 7:30 p.m. on Fayette County TV on YouTube and Fayette County TV on Facebook, as well as, if you're on cable, channel 77 on BreezeLine and Q Call Cable. We will be airing the Fair Queen competition live. And there's also going to be some extra stuff. We are going to broadcast the opening ceremonies at 6:30 p.m. Friday evening at the fair is a big day. Me and Cinda were I know Cinda. We see each other a lot. Brittany Cooley, who works for Big Brothers Big Sisters in the Lower Region for the Fayette County specifically, works out of the same office that I do. So we see Cinda a lot. And but I was just kind of getting to know her before we came on the air, and we were talking about. I said, Cinda, I always like to ask this question. Is there anything off limits? Because we're going on the air, right? And then I hit her with a question right after. I said, do you like wrestling? And she just was like, actually, yes, I do. So if you're a wrestling fan, Rise Pro Wrestling is doing an event Friday night at the Fayette County Fair, and it is going to be a ton of fun. Fayette County TV will be there. We have some special giveaways that we're going to be giving out to the first 100 fans there, so we're excited for that. We'll be doing some a live pre-show broadcast and hopefully some check-ins throughout the night just to kind of give folks updates. But I'm telling you, don't rely on watching this on Fayette County TV because we will not be broadcasting the matches live. We need you to come experience Rise Pro Wrestling live. Your gate ticket at the fair, the $20 ticket that you buy, gets you in, gets you all the activities, gets you the carnival, and it gets you access to the arena events, which will be Rise Pro Wrestling on Friday night. So very, very excited for that. If you've not experienced Rise Pro Wrestling, you should. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's a fun night, and you might find out that you are a wrestling fan. So Cinda's a wrestling fan.
I am.
So, all right. So, moving on, we do have some check-ins we're going to do from the fair as well on Fayette County TV for members of the fair board, just kind of giving some updates of what's happening. Let's see here. There's quite a few things happening. Our show on Fayette TV, The Stellar Show, with Ken, Duke, and Victor, will be broadcasting on Wednesday, July 30th from the fair. We will be, our man on the street from Fayette County TV, Ashley Howes, will be doing a interview with some of the 4-H Olympians on Thursday, July 31st of the fair. We have a whole lot of other stuff peppered in there as well. So look for Fayette County TV. Look for our van that says it's all about Fayette on it. We have some giveaways. We'd love to give you some swag for stopping to say hi. And let us know you're listening to Discover Fayette, because that's important for us to know that you're getting the message. So we look forward to seeing you at the Fayette County Fair. So Cinda, I always say this is like the fastest half hour of my week. And it happens on a Monday.
On a Monday.
Right. So buckle your seatbelts, everybody, and get ready. We are already 8 minutes in. So I want to talk and turn my attention to our guest today. So Cinda, you are Executive Director of the Laurel Region. So what areas does that cover for Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Laurel Region covers Westmoreland and Fayette counties.
Okay.
So we're covering both of those, trying to serve as many youth as we can in both those areas.
Awesome. So, that being said, so we were talking a little bit about this. Big Brothers Big Sisters, I feel like, is kind of the household name. Like, you don't get a bandage, you get a Band-Aid, right? I always feel like with mentorship and the type of your mission and your goal, Big Brothers Big Sisters is the standard. You are the name brand. But a lot of people may have heard that name and not fully understand what that exactly means. So can you kind of explain it to me? Like I'm like a caveman that just thawed from whatever I was frozen from in the early 1900s. Tell me what Big Brothers Big Sisters does.
I think it's important to frame it in a way. I mean, think about yourself growing up, and there were probably people in your life that had an impact on you other than your immediate family or your parents or something like that. Maybe it was a coach, maybe it was a teacher, someone that gave you just that little bit of extra support. And really, that's a lot of what we're trying to do through mentorship with our programming. We're trying to match individuals, adults with youth from their direct community that can be that extra little bit of support for them, whether it's they need someone to talk to, someone to encourage them, someone to support them. And we're not asking a lot of, I think that's a misconception sometimes that people have about this program that we do, this mentorship that we do, is that it takes a lot of time. So people are like, oh, yeah, I don't have the time right now to do that. We're only asking for a couple hours a month, really, for somebody to spend with a youth that needs that extra support.
And that couple hours can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. We see that the kids that are involved in our programming are more likely to go to school every day, more likely to graduate, more likely when they graduate to actually go on to, whether it be college or some kind of trade school, to do those types of things. And then that impact is even greater as they move on in their lives. They're more likely to earn more when they get a job, more likely to be successful in their lives. And it's just that little bit of extra support that they get that we see that kind of return on that investment.
And we're going to talk about how, if you're listening to this and you think, wow, that's only a couple hours a month, that's really amazing. If you're interested in volunteering, maybe not even to be a big to start out, but just helping out with some events. You have some events coming up we'll talk about. We'll get to how we do that coming up shortly. I do have a question that I didn't think of before. So obviously there's a pool of young people that need this mentorship. How do you find, or how do those young people find you, the ones that need the mentors?
It's a variety of different ways. We get referrals directly from family members themselves that see that their child is struggling and want that extra support for them. We get referrals from teachers at school, from guidance counselors. Anybody can refer youth to our program.
Okay. Yeah, I just never really thought of that, how that happens. But, obviously there are some guidelines to meet if you're interested in becoming you call them a big, right?
We call them bigs, yeah.
So if somebody were, thinking, wow, I'd like to know a little bit more about becoming a big, what kind of process would they have to go through to become a big?
Even if somebody's thinking about, maybe they might be interested in it, we have informational sessions during the month at a variety of different times, and a lot of those are virtual. You don't even have to come to an office to listen to kind of the process that you do go through. And it involves us talking to the big, finding out about their interests, what they do, because a big part of it is, for the match to be successful, is for there to be some commonalities. Maybe the big and the little that we're looking at both like to play video games, or both like certain sports or things like that. So we really try to get to know the potential mentor so that we can understand what a successful match would look like.
And I appreciate so much that you take the time that you even call it a match. Because they have to match, right? Like you're saying. I mean, they should match. They obviously don't have to, but they really should, and that's your process.
Yeah, that increases the likelihood that it's going to be successful.
Yeah.
That pair is going to sustain over time, and that we're going to see those kind of life-changing things happen with them.
Absolutely. Are there any specific, but not so specific that we give away any sensitive details, but are there any specific success stories, anything that just really sticks with you?
Well, you had mentioned Ashley Howes, who not only works for the chamber and does your man on the street, but is a big for us.
She is, yeah.
And she has an amazing story with a little that she has that was struggling in a lot of different ways, but now is actually enrolled in college. She took her on her college visits to determine where she wanted to go to school when she graduated, and now is doing amazing in college. And they still are getting together when she's home and still communicate, and again, it's just that touchstone, that person that you can reach out to, and when you're struggling, or just to even let them know that you're doing well, to celebrate those successes with you as well.
And not to minimize Ashley's role or any big's role. I know it sounds like, wow, I really need to have it together to be a big. And the truth is, it's just. Am I right in saying you're a human being?
Yeah.
You qualify.
Yeah. I think sometimes that's a misconception as well, that people need to have certain training or need to have a degree in human services or something like that. And that's not the case.
Right.
We have a lot of people that are just I hate to put labels on people, but just your average person. It's really just somebody that's going to spend time with that youth. And you don't have to have a certain degree, and you don't have to have a certain background to be able to do that. You just have to be present for the child.
And that's sometimes what's missing. That's the missing piece from some of these youth, is just someone being present. That's really all they need, even that short amount of time. Now, it's obviously is it not limited to 2 hours? Can you go beyond that?
You can go beyond that. Really, it's based on that BIG's availability. We do ask for at least 2 times a month for our community-based program to be able to spend time with the youth. And it can be something as easy. I mean, I think about my own day and, just running out to grab lunch during that day or taking a walk in the park. We have all of our bigs say what an impact it has on them. We tend to focus on the impact that it has on the youth. But every big that I've talked to talks about the impact that it has on them as well. So we talk about mental health so much, and we talk about, how much people may be struggling. And this is a way also that adults are seeing a positive impact on them as well.
How cool is that? I see that too with we working 5 days a week in pretty close proximity to Ashley. I know we're picking on Ashley today. Maybe she's probably listening. But you can tell, just the sense of pride in her voice when she says, "My little sister," and I know I know what she's talking about. It's not a blood little sister. It's her little, she's the big and it's her little. And to hear her talk about that, or she's, the thing she does to invest in that person, it's just being present, like you said, Cinda. And, it's really incredible. But how neat is it too, that not only as a big gives out, they're pouring out, they also are receiving at the same time. It's really, really amazing. So we hope if you're listening out there that you hear this, and if you're interested in being, or even just getting more information, what's the best way for somebody to reach out, Cinda?
You can get on to our website, which is www.bbbslr.org. And there are links there that will take you to some of our pages on our website where you can fill out information and send it over to us, and then we'll get in contact with you and talk to you about what you might be able to do. And as Rick said, not only being a mentor, but looking for volunteerism opportunities, because we have a lot of fundraising events and a lot of different, we call them match activities, that our bigs and littles get together at, that are kind of fulfillment and just enrichment for them as well, that we're looking for volunteers for.
Absolutely. So the program obviously, needs fundraising and needs funding. It's just a necessity of a program like this. So the work they're doing is amazing. I can bring her on and talk about this for hours, right? But the truth of the matter is there needs to be dollars that go along with that as well. And so I know you have some fundraising events coming up. So yeah, I know there's a golf outing coming up.
We have a golf outing here in Fayette County at Duck Hollow. That is on Saturday, September the 13th.
Okay, a little ways off. Yeah, we got some time.
Little ways off. We do have one of our biggest events of the summer coming up this Sunday. I don't want to take away from the fair.
The fair's 10 days. We can give up one day for Summerfest.
But this Sunday, we have a really amazing event that we hold at Twin Lake Parks in Greensburg, and that is an event where families can come. Actually, we have an area, if you have a dog that you want to bring along with you, that's your family pet, we have a dog area. We have, for the kids, we have bounce houses and games. We have food vendors, food trucks that come. So a lot of different things that you can do there, but that's an example of volunteers. We need a lot of people to make that happen.
Yeah, Twin Lakes is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's a really, really beautiful place. Right in Greensburg. It's not a real far drive, honestly. It's a very easy drive. And when you get there, you feel like, wow, I feel like I'm further away from, Uniontown or Fayette County than I am. But it's beautiful. So you said you have some food vendors. So when somebody comes there, there's things for the kids. What all can they kind of get involved with if someone's coming to check out Summerfest?
We have a big Pokemon area.
Okay.
I don't know if we have any Pokemon listeners, but Sunday is actually a community day for Pokemon Go. I'm a Pokemon Go player, so
Okay,
I will
all right.
say that we will be having that. We're having a cosplay contest.
Okay.
So if we have any cosplayers that like to dress up as their favorite character, we're doing that as well. We're really expanding our Pokemon area this year. But we'll have not only food vendors, but some craft vendors, some local artisans, and just really being able to have fun with your kids, sand art and face painting and hair
There's a
tinsel.
lot. There's a lot happening.
Digging for gems.
Nice.
A lot of different things that they can do. So it would be a really nice way to spend a family afternoon and give back to us so that we can continue to do the work that we do.
What are the times of that event Sunday?
Oh, that is a very good question.
I'm sorry.
It is from 12 to 5.
Okay. So, yeah, that's perfect. Go down and get some lunch. Enjoy, hopefully, some nice weather. I haven't even looked ahead at the weather forecast at this point.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed so that we have a good day
Yeah.
and do my non-rain dance.
There you go. There you go. It's a shame we're on radio because it would be great to see the non-rain dance. So maybe another time. Maybe we'll do something for Fayette TV and see that.
There you go.
But yeah, what else? So golf for kids' sakes. Anything else happening?
We
Sunday?
also do a gala every year. Our gala's in October 17th. That's at Strategos in Westmoreland County as well. But here in Fayette County, planning ahead for next year, we already did it this year, but we do a cash bash. So we do those types of things as well. So there's always a way to even come and enjoy an event that helps to give back to us as well.
Yeah, we did I helped out with a guest bartending event in January, and I was like, I was in the middle of I was so sick during this time, and I wasn't contagious, but I was just so under the weather. But from what I remember, it seemed like it was a great event. We had a lot of fun. I know that.
Down at Riz's.
Yeah, that was
It
great.
a good time.
Yeah, big shout out to Riz's for hosting that, and hopefully something like that again would be a lot of fun, but really enjoyable, and just the work you all do is fantastic, and to be able to raise funds in a way that's fun also is a big plus. So yeah. So that all being said, so again, kind of give a recap. As far as somebody who's either interested in volunteering or somebody who may be like, wow, you know what? Hearing this, I'd like to be I'd like to be a big brother. I'd like to be a big sister. I'd like to help out a youth. What's the best way, again, to reach you, Cinda?
Yeah, reach out to us on our website, www.bbbslr.org, and you're going to see ways there to interact with us, to submit an interest. That can get you signed up for an info session to learn more about us. I really want to stress, right now we have about 55 youth right here in Fayette County that are ready and waiting for a big. Wow. And even if we can get a few people from this radio spot, that would be fabulous. We would love that.
So tell me about an average visit or just time spent with a big and a little. What does that look like?
It can be anything. I wouldn't want to put a recipe to it or anything like that. I would say it really depends on that pair and what their interests are. And if their interests are, I had said video games. You mentioned wrestling, those types of things. If whatever their interests are, it's really playing into that. And the more that they're involved in something that they love to do together, the stronger that bond's going to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. Are there age ranges of the littles?
We serve from 8 to, technically they can be enrolled in our program into adulthood. Okay. And actually we have some matches that are into adulthood. We talked about Ashley, how her little is in college now. But even when they kind of age out of the program, we have stories of, this is our 50th anniversary year, and we have some matches that we still know about that they're still in contact, and they were matched back in the beginning of Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Laurel region, and still connected with those families, and they attend family events. We have matches that are in weddings for each other and involved in, family events that happen as the match ages. So it's really amazing.
So how amazing. I mean, and as far as being a big, is there an age limitation on that at all?
We say an adult. So we have bigs that are themselves in college, or we have programs that we run that are high school big programs where we actually have high school students that are mentoring younger kids within the school. We have those types of programs, but we don't want to put an age limit or an age number on our bigs. We want to make sure that anyone can apply to be a big.
That's fantastic. So we have about 4 minutes left. Told you it goes fast.
It does
go
fast.
Really, really fast. I keep looking over at the clock, and it's like, it's going really fast. So one last question for you, Cinda, I think. So you're obviously the executive director. You've been in this role going on 2 years.
Yeah.
And so what does it mean to you to be involved with this organization personally?
My passion has always been about, I use the term human services, but it's connecting with people and trying to make as much of a change in a community as I can. And having worked in human services for over 30 years now, I would say that working with Big Brothers, Big Sisters has really been life-changing, honestly. Seeing the impact that the matches make in each other's lives, and then that ripple effect of how it makes a positive impact on the community has just been amazing. And not only those matches, but just the passion and the dedication that all of the team at Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Laurel region has for the work that they do, and wanting to make a positive impact on youth in a community is amazing.
It is. And you have a great team. Everybody I've met's just been fantastic. And like I said, we do work together a good bit. Getting Brittany moved into the office space, I saw most everybody, and just enjoy just coming over and chatting and seeing your painting skills. She painted this office. I'm like, man, come do mine next. It was fantastic. It looks so good. But there's a really nice space now for Brittany to have there for Fayette County.
For people to stop in, they can stop in as well into the chamber office. And we're on the second floor there. And
65 West Main Street in Uniontown, right downtown. Stop in, absolutely. And Brittany's in there most days, and it's a great thing. So I love having her in the office.
Yeah, she's an amazing team member here for Fayette County. We love her.
Yeah, absolutely. So one last time, I know I asked you a few times, but one last time, the contact info. If somebody's interested in learning more about Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Laurel region, if they're interested in volunteering or becoming a big, how do they reach out?
Jump on our website, www.bbbslr.org. and fill out some information there, and we'll get right back to you and get you moved along.
I think you said 55 that are ready and willing.
55 right here in Fayette County are waiting for a big.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, and that's a big need, so no pun intended. So be sure to give a call or stop on the website, or again, the office downtown, 65 West Main Street on the second floor.
Stop in and see us.
Yeah, absolutely. And the chamber's always there. So if one of the Big Brothers Big Sisters reps happens to not be there, we'll get you in contact with them. So, well, thank you so much, Cinda. This has been great.
Welcome.
I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate you for listening to Discover Fayette PA. And again, give us a follow on Facebook, Discover Fayette PA. And we want to hear from you. We're identifying and sharing the good in Fayette County, and we're interested in hearing your stories. TJ, you ready for the Fayette County Fair?
I'm ready.
He's ready. He's going for the first time this year, folks.
I will be there.
Be there on Wednesday. Thanks for listening to Discover Fayette. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks.
And you're listening to WMBS Uniontown at 11 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Steel. I'm Steve Kathan. The battle between the Trump administration and Harvard University is playing out today in a federal courtroom. It's about the government's freeze on $2 billion